I have seen small businesses start and right out the gate, they start doing well. Then something happens and the next minute they're closed because they have not really tracked their numbers. They're not making decisions based on the numbers they're getting out of their business. Today, I'm going to show you 6 key performance indicators, KPIs, that every small business should be watching. And don't worry, I'm going to give you real world examples so that it isn't just accounting theory. This is real life stuff that you need in your business. And please stick to the end for an additional KPI that you should be considering before you even start your business or side hustle. First up is sales growth. All right, this answers the question, are my sales moving in the right direction? It's pretty simple, right? If you go from $10,000 in January to $12,000 in February, that's a 20% growth. This is a simple KPI, but it's very important. And let me tell you why. It tells you if your marketing or sales efforts are actually working. It'll help you determine the season that you need to be focused on for sales in your business. And if you're selling products, it will help you make a production schedule and the production decisions on when to build these products that you need to sell. But remember, growth without profit can be dangerous. And we'll talk about that in just 1 minute. Now, if you're considering to start a side hustle or small business, download the 10-minute side hustle clarity checklist. It will show if you are ready to start a business or show you where you need to work so that you are ready to start your business. The link is in the description. Next is the average transaction value. Well, that's a lot of words, big words. What the average customer spends. So let's say for an example, you're a coffee shop, you have 100 customers, that makes $1,000 in sales. So that means the average transaction is $10. Now let me explain to you why it matters. If you can bump that average from $10 to $12 by upselling a muffin or a shot of espresso, wonder why they have those cases as you walk through the Starbucks, you've increased your revenue without having to find a single new customer. And finding new customers can be expensive. Now that's powerful. Bumping them up a little bit means you are going to make more money to the bottom line. Think about this. Why does McDonald's fast food restaurants have value meals for you to buy? In my own DJ business, you can add dance floor lights for an additional fee or hire us as your day of coordinator. You've already acquired that customer. Now let's try to get them to spend more money with you. When I talk about KPIs, I like to think about this verse, Proverbs 27:23. Be sure you know the condition of your flocks. Give careful attention to your herds. Boy, that's true. Listen, if you don't know your numbers in your business, you don't know your business. That's just facts. Third is the accounts receivable days. How long does it take customers to pay you? All right, so let's say you invoice a client on the 1st, but they don't pay you until the 45th day. That's 45 days your cash is stuck outside your business. Someone else is using your money for 45 days. Now, cash flow is the lifeblood of a small business, period. Listen, you can be profitable on paper, but you still can run out of money if customers are slow paying. And that really leads us into the closely related cash conversion cycle. More big words, but it's really straightforward. How quickly you turn your inventory or services into cash in the bank. Imagine you own a boutique. You buy clothes on January 1st, you sell them on the 15th, the customer pays you with a credit card, and that doesn't settle till the 20th of January. Now your cycle is 20 days. Oh, but it could be worse. Let's say you're selling a product wholesale and you're purchasing them up front. Then you've sold them to your customer who you've given them 30 days before they have to pay you. And all of a sudden now they're slow playing. And now you're out 90, 120 days. Boy, that is tough. Remember that cash flow is the lifeblood of a small business. The shorter the cycle, the less money you need tied up in operations. Faster cash means more flexibility. All right, the 5th one is the gross profit margin. Your sales minus direct costs of making those sales. If you sell a product for $100 and it costs you $60 to make, it means your gross margin is 40%. If your gross margin is too low, no amount of sales will ever save you. This is the first place you check if you're struggling with profitability. Remember, gross profit is your starting point of profitability. If the gross profit margin is too low, then you need to stop immediately and reconsider, reevaluate. All right, finally, your break-even point. Now this tells you how many sales you need, how much you need in sales to cover your expenses. If your rent, payroll, other fixed costs are $5,000 a month and you make $50 profit on each unit you sell, then you need 100 units to break even. Now, why does this matter? Well, once you pass this point, every additional sale contributes to profit. Knowing your break even helps you set realistic sales goals with confidence. Here's the additional KPI promise, and it's this one, break even analysis. You must do a budget before you even start so that you can realistically see if you can produce the sales to make money or break even. So there you have it. 6 KPIs every small business owner should track. Sales growth, average transaction value, the average check of a customer, accounts receivable days, how long it takes for the customer to pay you, cash conversion cycle, how long you're getting that cash back in the bank, gross profit margin, and the break-even point. The truth is you don't need to be an MBA or have a CFO to understand these numbers. You can do it with a simple spreadsheet. This will help you keep your finger on the pulse of your finances and your business. If you found this helpful, check out my 90-day escape plan blueprint, where we build clear, actionable steps to help you grow your side hustle into a full-time business to escape the 9-to-5. The link is in the description below. Now I know this all may sound complicated at first, but it really isn't. These KPIs are just a quick snapshot of your business health. Numbers you can glance at even while you're busy running the day-to-day. Think about it as your dashboard in your car. You don't need to know how the engine works. You just need to know what your speed is, do you have fuel, and whether there's a warning light going off. And if you understand that and you watch these KPIs, you'll be in good shape and probably better off than 90% of the businesses out there that's running. You say, Jason, I understand I need to watch these KPIs, but I don't know what kind of business I need to go into. I suggest you watch this video next because it's going to tell you 5 of the highest margin side hustles that you can start today. Keep on hustling.